With a population of more than 12 million, Niger is one of the poorest countries. Yet today, Niger can also be seen as an example to other countries as a leader in the fight against malaria in trying to reach the Millennium Development Goals. Over 12 days, more than 2 million bed nets were distributed free of charge throughout the country. This was integrated into the polio vaccination campaign. The distribution meant that each mother of a child under 5 would receive a free bed net. Work started following the approval of the proposal. The government, development partners and volunteers spent over a year and a half on developing a work plan to achieve these objectives.
Concernant l'éducation et la santé, tout programme, toute requête crédible et finançable. Donc je suppose que notre requête qui a été faite au niveau du programme PALU a été quand même une requête très sérieuse et beaucoup de partenaires dont le Fonds mondial se sont décidés à nous appuyer.
In response to a global commitment to challenge malaria, Vestergaard Fransen, who produces the nets, had already scaled up production capacities and was able to meet this massive demand from Niger with just a few weeks of production.
We are totally committed. I will make sure the whole process was completed before we left here. I think that is very, very important for any donor that will want to get involved with us for subsequent projects in the future.
After 6 weeks on a boat, the nets arrived in Benin. Over 30 trucks transported them to Niamey, achieving an incredible logistics and supply chain management success. On the 17th of December, everything was ready and everybody had a role to play. The campaign started. Over 4,000 Red Cross volunteers and about 16,000 other vaccinators plus community workers went to every home in Niger. The aim was to ensure even the most isolated villages were reached. Each rollback malaria partner contributed uniquely to make this campaign a success. Volunteers from the Red Cross of Niger were in the field. UNICEF trained all the volunteers using its door-to-door campaign experience. Logistical support was provided by the International Federation of the Red Cross. The Global Fund, the Canadian Red Cross and other partners financed the project. Vestergaard Fransen developed and produced the nets, and the National Malaria Program coordinated the entire operation. From the first day of the campaign, you could see lines of women waiting patiently to receive their bed nets. You could see their smiling faces, nervous and excited. They knew that they and their children could sleep safely at night, protected from malaria. Lack of funding is often the major obstacle to fighting malaria. By integrating the net distribution with the polio campaign, it was possible to overcome this obstacle as funds were received from many different partners. However, Niger largely owes its success to the strong political will and determination which was demonstrated by the government's commitment at all stages of the program. Empowered, the National Malaria Program brought together all the partners and today has a solid, integrated, strategic national plan supported by all the rollback malaria partners.
Cette opération menée au Niger, nous le devons à des partenaires comme le Fonds mondial de lutte contre le sida, la tuberculose et le paludisme qui nous a aidés pour mobiliser les financements qui nous ont permis de faire cette opération. Aujourd'hui, sur l'ensemble du Niger, nous avons suffisamment de moustiquaires pour protéger les enfants contre le paludisme.
We have distributed more than 2 million nets throughout the entire country of Niger, and without a consolidated approach from all in-country partners, from the Red Cross, the Ministry of Health, CERMES, WHO and UNICEF, this really couldn't have happened. The Global Fund has been absolutely key in providing the commodities, the procurement and the actual key funding for this programme. And we've really made it a success in country, which is a credit to all those involved.
Et c'est une nouvelle voie que nous conseillons à tous les partenaires de pouvoir aider les pays pour la mise en œuvre de cette stratégie. Voilà, aux commissions Kézanké.
What started as a project to save lives from malaria in Niger became an example, a model for rolling back malaria in Africa. In everything from its creation to its implementation, many lessons have been learned and problems overcome. The campaign targets were reached, the budgets are accounted for, and over 3 million people are sleeping under a treated bed net, and this for the next 4 years. When you know that malaria is the largest killer in Niger, you realize that just what has been achieved is of enormous magnitude.